Welcome to the tutorial on using Google Plus as a journalistic tool. This tutorial will discuss the relevancy of Google Plus to journalists' work. It will also describe how you can effectively use Google Plus in your professional endeavors. Google Plus was founded in 2011 by Google as a way for people to use their Google accounts to have an all-encompassing social media network for both professional and personal use. Google Plus allows you to organize your connections via circles so that you can categorize how you know people. This also allows you to target your content to your different categories of connections, as well as organize your sources. Since Google Plus was created by Google, which is a search engine platform, setting up a Google Plus profile and putting your website URL in your profile can help increase your SEO efforts, making your website more likely to show up in search engine results on Google. Ultimately, this is one of the biggest advantages of Google Plus, and it is why you can't ignore this social media platform, even though it's not the most popular social network. Technically, Google Plus has over 34 million monthly users, which is a small portion of the total number of accounts it has, 396 million. And as those statistics show, Google Plus isn't used by a lot of people as a social networking platform, because a lot of registered users are simply Gmail users who don't use the social media network of Google Plus. Instead, people use Google Plus for groups, especially artistic groups. They use it as a place to connect and share their work, as well as share interesting tips with each other. On average, people only spend about 3.75 minutes on the platform during each visit to Google Plus. Approximately 74% of Google Plus users are male. 28% of users are between the ages of 15 and 34. And with that demographic, it's no surprise that Google Plus users tend to utilize the platform for professional purposes and group discussions. Just viewing what other people are posting on Google Plus can be helpful for brainstorming effective story ideas. Google Plus can be a useful resource for gathering information about people, such as their job, website, and hobbies, as well as finding photographs of people, which can be very helpful if you're reporting on someone and need a photograph of him. In addition, Google Plus will allow you to connect with a number of sources. Journalists and experts in the field who you admire may have profiles you can follow. Plus, you can always add your sources that you have interviewed for stories so that you can easily keep in touch with them in case you need to interview them again in the future. Google Plus is helpful for staying connected with lots of people to whom you can promote your article as well. On Google Plus, you can not only post status updates, but also post photos that your followers can actually zoom in on. Additionally, you don't have a character limit on your Google Plus posts, so you can write long posts that are like blogs if you want. However, statistics show that it's not a good idea to do that. The Google Plus posts that get the most engagement are the ones that are only about 60 characters long. When you write a Google Plus post, you'll want to start your post with a title. If you put asterisks before and after the title, then Google Plus will automatically put the title in bold letters for you to make it stand out. Then you can write a summary of your article before posting the link to your website. Another advantage of Google Plus is that you can sign into your usual Gmail profile and share content from the internet all through one sign-in without having to sign into any additional websites. People also like the ease of Google Plus since it allows you to reply to social media messages within Gmail. Plus, it incorporates Google's video messaging service called Google Hangouts for free, which means you can have a video chat session with people through your Google Plus account. On Google Plus, it is particularly important that you completely fill out your profile with an introduction that explains what you have to offer people so that they know why they should connect with you. Your location should also be included in your profile. Additionally, it's important that you include a professional headshot as your profile picture, since the website tends to be used for professional networking purposes more than social purposes. Another nice thing about Google Plus is that it will allow you to join groups that are focused on different subjects so that you can be connected to a group of people who are knowledgeable about the field you're researching. One really helpful tool Google Plus has is the Google search engine, which can help you search for people who are registered on Google+. That will allow you to find your target audience and sources. Google Plus also has groups you can join. That way you can connect to sources and information related to the topic you're researching. Google Plus is helpful for engaging in conversations with people as well. Many people use the platform to have in-depth discussions about professional and especially artistic topics. So asking a lot of questions in your Google Plus posts will be important for stimulating those kinds of conversations. On another note, Google Plus will let you identify someone specifically by their handle or social media name if you put a plus sign right in front of the individual's social media name. Just like Twitter, you can use hashtags on Google Plus. However, you won't want to overuse hashtags on Google Plus. Therefore, don't use more than 3 to 5 hashtags per post. You'll also want to put all the hashtags at the end of your post, just to make your comment searchable, instead of putting them throughout your sentence like you would on Twitter. The reason for that is Google Plus's ability to be embedded into a website, almost like a blog post. You wouldn't post a blog comment with hashtags throughout the entire blog because that would be too distracting when someone reads through your text. Since Google Plus will let you embed your posts on your website like blog posts, you want to limit the hashtags you use to be placed at only the end of your post, like you would on a blog. When you post on Google+, you will want to post during times when you know your connections are likely to be online. Google+ is used most between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Eastern Time on weekdays, especially Wednesdays. One thing that a lot of people love about Google+ is that it does not have any advertisements on it, like many other social media platforms do. Although companies can have their own Google Plus profiles that you can choose to add to your circles and on which they may post ads. As we have discussed before, it is very important to ask questions in your social media posts in order to engage people in conversations and motivate them to click on the link to your article. Remember, though, that your questions need to be ones that people have to read your article in order to get the answer to. You should not include the answer to the question within your social media post, since that would eliminate the need for people to read your article. In order to avoid repetition, you can also post high-energy, intriguing, and controversial comments related to your subject matter on your Google Plus profile when you're promoting your articles. You will not, however, want to write, "Check out my latest article," or anything similar to that, because the link itself encourages people to check out whatever you're providing a link to. Additionally, you want to tell people what you are asking them to check out. People don't like to click on random URLs when they don't know what those URLs reference. They want to know whether the article focuses on a subject they're interested in. They also want details included in the post so that they know your account hasn't been hacked and that the link is not a virus. By the same token, that means that you don't want to include in your posts that you're in grad school or in a master's program, or that this article is your homework. Remember that you are a journalist now. You are more than halfway done with your master's degree in journalism. So when you use new media platforms like social media networks to promote your journalistic work, be proud of it and promote it with professionalism, not as if you're just a student. One thing you will always want to avoid when using social media to promote your publications is using the publication's headline as your social media post. There are 2 reasons you don't want to do this. Number 1, you want to avoid repetition so that people who see your social media post and then click on the link to your article aren't bored with your writing before they even start reading your article. And 2, you want to create an engaging social media post that starts a digital conversation, which won't be effectively done with a fact-based headline. Naturally, since you are using social media to promote your work as a writer and as a professional, you want to ensure you're proofreading your profile information and posts extremely carefully. Even though social media encourages a relaxed atmosphere, you still need to use proper grammar when posting to any social media site in order to show your friends that you are credible and a strong writer. Google Plus is a platform that many of you are probably not yet familiar with. Therefore, I encourage you to experiment with Google Plus this month. Add journalists you admire and experts in the subject your capstone project focuses on. Engage in conversations with expert sources by commenting on their posts and sending them messages. Also, repost stories you find interesting so that you can get used to sharing links effectively and determining when as well as how you receive the most engagement from your circles. And naturally, if you need help with navigating the Google Plus platform, then feel free to reach out to your course director, the Google Plus Help Center, or the numerous Google Plus tutorials that are posted on lynda.com, which you can access for free through FS Connect. These techniques we've discussed are some of the ways journalists can use Google Plus to curate content and promote their work. Moving forward, try to force yourself to use Google Plus for professional purposes. With time and practice, you'll get used to doing that, and it'll simply become an automatic part of your routine as a journalist. Thank you so much for listening, and good luck successfully using Google Plus.